What's up, everyone? It's getting to be that time to start thinking about getting ready for your moose hunt. This is going to be a series of videos from hunting gear, and this is everything that I carry every day with me um, in the woods, what I'm wearing, what I'm carrying. We're also going to do a truck video for what's in my truck, and we will do a remote camp setup video too. I know a lot of you, some of you have booked guides already. If you haven't booked a guide, definitely do that. We do have a couple hunts available. I have a guide available for a September hunt and October cow hunt. So give us a call or message us on Facebook or go to odaguideservice.com. But this is the gear list for everything you pretty much need. Some of this is a little overkill. I am a guide, so I have to keep other people's safety in mind, so I carry a little extra stuff. But for me, the clothing I wear, I've developed the system over many years in the woods, and I'm pretty happy with it. But if you guys do have any recommendations on gear, feel free to comment or send me a message. But for the most part, this is what I wear. And for my base layers, I like the Kuiu merino. I'm a big fan of merino. You're wet a lot when you're in the Northwoods, Maine, and wool will keep you warm when you're wet. In September, with those warmer temps, I like the merino 145, and I think it's the merino ones, or this is the 120, and the merino 145, I believe, is what. I could be wrong on that. But these lighter weight merinos, they're awesome for warm wet when it's hot out. A lot of times I'm just wearing this. I like hoods. I'm a big fan of hoods, especially when it's buggy. It keeps the bugs out of my ears. And then as it gets colder, I'll throw the merino 200 on. These layers are always right against your skin. Merino works the way it's supposed to work when it's against your body. It's using your body heat, and it'll keep you warm, and it'll wick all the moisture off your body. For long johns, I wear the Kuiu. They're the merino 160s. I got these last year. They've held up pretty good. I wear them working too. It's great. I can wear these when it's 65 degrees outside, and I can wear them. I wore them ice fishing all year. They're a great pant. They regulate your body temperature well. So wear your merino and make sure it's against your skin. I do bring one other pair of long johns with me. For the most part, these are to sleep in at night when we're at remote camp. I like fleece, and I like wearing wool shirts. I'm not a big jacket guy. I will wear a jacket when it's raining or if it's really cold outside, but I like to be able to move my arms around. I wear a fleece shirt. It does not have to be camo when you're moose hunting, guys, just dark colors. Moose don't have great eyesight, and sometimes wearing a dark color like black or a dark brown, they might think you're a moose and you might be able to get them in closer. I wear the fleece. I like fleece. I stay away from cotton all the time. Don't wear cotton, guys. It's cold when it's wet. It's heavy when it's wet. Fleece dries quick. So I wear the fleece a lot. And then if it's a little bit colder, I'll go to a wool shirt. This I can wear basically to 25 degrees with that layering system I have. And like I said, it's warm. A lot of mornings, you're wet no matter what. It's dewy and you get soaked. And it rains a lot during the moose hunt. So wear your wool, stay warm. For pants, I like the Kuiu Attack pants. These are quiet pants. They got nice vents in them that you can unzip and let some of that heat out. These are great from anywhere from summertime temperatures to probably 20 degrees with the long johns on. The other pant I wear is the Cabela's Instinct pant. There was a lot of mornings last year where we were walking through those raspberries and tall grass. These are fairly water resistant, especially when they're brand new. So if you get some, don't wear them till your moose hunt. They'll stay really water resistant for you. They're a great pant. They're just a little bit louder, but I like these pants a lot. I do wear, oh, our light just went out, but I do wear the Kuiu Katana raincoat when it's raining. Raincoats are loud, so I only wear them when I need them, but this is a great raincoat. Been really happy with this raincoat. And then for socks, I like the Darn Tough socks. These are great socks. These are the hikers, I believe. They're vented on the top. They keep your feet warm. I can wear this pair of socks. It was 90 degrees last week, and I can wear these socks. They'll keep my feet warm. I do have their Darn Tough hunting sock, which has like a thicker bottom. They're an awesome sock. And if I do rip these, which I have ripped these, but just from wearing them all the time, I mean, these are comfortable socks. I wear them as slippers. If you do rip them, they'll send you a new pair. They're awesome. Let's talk boots. These are the Cabela's Instinct boot. I will wear these as long as I can get away from away. I'll wear these as long as I can get away with them. There are some areas where we get into a lot of water, and I'll go to a rubber boot. Muck boots are good. I really want to try the new Lacrosse. I think they're Burley Arrows or something like that, but they got a better tread on them. These don't have the best tread. Like I said, I did last moose season. I did about 500 miles in these things. These did take a while to break in, but now they're one of my most comfortable and one of my favorite boots. They're really waterproof until you get about yay deep in water. But that's what I wear for boots. Calling, I keep a scapula on me at all times. You guys should be able to find these on Marketplace. There's a handful of guys out there that'll sell these. If not, call some butchers, especially if you have a October hunt. They'll have a bunch of these hanging around. That's how I get mine every year. So scapula for raking and acting like a bull. And then I'm a big fan of a birch bark call. I have made my own. This is a Mr. Moose call that I got at the Moose Lottery this year. I'm really excited about this. He does a really good job with these. But I'm a big fan of birch bark. Clients are paying me for a Maine moose hunting experience. I hate e-calls. Throw them all away. If you want to consistently call in big moose, they know what an e-call sounds like. So throw it away. Use your mouth. It's easy. All moose sound different, just like we sound different. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Just practice your moose calling when you're in the truck, or if you want to annoy your wife, do some calling around the house. I carry a Bino harness. I like the Kuiu Bino harness. I like it pretty much because of the attachments. I have the rangefinder attachment on here. I keep a multi-tool in the side and my puffer for the wind. I also keep if I can get that back in there, a spare battery in the front and a wipe for my lens. The spare battery is for my rangefinder and my Zulus. If you are a guide, buy a set of these. It's great. I mean, I get jacked up when I have a moose coming in. I know my hunter's shaking next to me. With these, they stabilize, and I can be shaking all I want, but when my client takes a shot, I'm steady with these. The stabilizing works great in these, and I can see the impact. They're definitely worth the investment. They are expensive, but great investment. Um, and then in the bottom here, I normally have a tourniquet in here, but that is in my truck. I keep that right there because if anything happens to me, I can reach with either arm and get it out of there. My clients know where it is too, in case we need it, and I can't tell them where it is at the time. I keep a lighter in there and just some chapstick. But yeah, tourniquet is a big deal. It's better to be safe than sorry. Um, when you need it, you want it close by. You don't have a lot of time. And while we're on safety, I keep a first aid kit in my pack. This is the Scout 1000 from Kuiu. I like this pack. I can keep a lot of stuff in it. I keep a full first aid kit. But this first aid kit here is basically for annoyances. It's got Band-Aids, moleskin, stuff for blisters, itch cream, ibuprofen, just stuff that real quick I can give you while we're in the woods. I keep a full first aid kit, trauma kit in my truck at all times, where if we have, I can get the bleeding stopped with this, and if I have to do anything else, I can go to the truck and get that first aid kit if I need it. But this is lightweight and easy to carry. This pack allows me to carry a lot of stuff. We all have that buddy that you guys are a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles into the woods, and he's like, I don't have any water or snacks. So I end up carrying water for everybody and snacks for everybody in this pack. Along with, I always have 2 knives on me. This is my everyday camp knife, everything. I will use this to take off quarters, but for the most part, I use the Outdoor Edge. It's got replaceable blades. I really like this thing. I got it 2 years ago. I've done 4 moose with it, and you can pretty much do a whole moose with this. I keep 6 to 10 spare blades in here. Oh, it's a great knife, and then it has the little skinning hook on there too. That's great for that initial cut on the back. I'll poke a little hole out behind the head when I got a quarter of moose out. Apparently I still got some moose meat in there. But yeah, that's a great knife. So that's always in my pack. I keep 2 headlamps. You always want to keep 2 headlamps. You don't need 2 full headlamps. You can go to the gas station and buy those little clip-on ones. They're light. They don't take up any space. Throw it in your bag. It really stink if you're packing out your bull and one of your headlamps died. This Peak, this is just a no-name Amazon headlamp. This Peak is an awesome headlamp. It's worth the investment in that headlamp. It pops off and it's all adjustable. It's got red light in there and you can dim the red light. It's got all kinds of settings. Great headlamp. What else? I keep a saw and a pair of pruning shears. These are heavy. You don't need these, but when I'm guiding, if we have a bull coming in and there's some brush in the way, I can clip it away with these. If I have a client that's not very mobile, I can make them a makeshift blind really quick with the saw. So I always keep those in there. Fire starters. I have multiple lighters in here, a couple different fire starters, some matches, extra knife, a couple candles. That candle's nice. It just keeps the flame the whole time. And if I got to spend a night in the woods, it's nice to have that little light. Kind of relax you and keep you calm if you're in a bad situation. I keep a couple ponchos in here, and in that first aid kit there's 2 solar blankets too, but these are mainly for my clients because you don't want to be stuck in the woods and be wet. I keep a life straw. Big fan of this thing. It does a good job. During hunting season, I'm not a big fan of Aquafina, but this thing fits on an Aquafina water bottle, and I believe Aquafina is the only water bottle that hasn't went to that crinkly, annoying, thin plastic water bottle. So I carry Aquafina with me, and then I can fill it up and use that to filter the water. I always keep my hunting license and my guide license in a Ziploc bag on me right back here. Just a good little spot for it. Stays flat when it's tucked up against my back. On the side pouch here, keep compass, another puffer if I need it. I always have two compasses, and then a lot of times I'll have a little ball compass too. These things do get messed up and get out of whack, so every once in a while I like to compare, make sure it's still on, but don't go out in the woods without at least two compasses. And then last but not least, I keep a roll of marking tape on me to mark, if I gotta mark a trail where we have a bowl down back to the truck, I'll do it with that, and electrical tape, just in case we gotta tape something up or fix a buckle, something like that. So that's it for that. And then we cape and quarter everything. I don't mess with ropes. I don't think it's safe messing. I cut trees, and I know what a rope can do under a lot of pressure, and I'm not a big fan of pulling moose out with rope. We cape and quarter. I have 2 pack frames. I like the Cabela's pack. It's a comfortable pack. The only thing I don't like about it is the meat packs kind of fall out of this thing. Our meat game bags. But it's really good for quarters. And then I have this one. It's a Rustic Ridge. My dad gave this thing to me. It's awesome. It's got a good meat shelf. This is a little trick that I stole from another guide, but you get those straps that come on your tree stands. I'll throw 2 or 3 of them on each pack frame, and it'll help. I can strap in that. I'm not messing with a bunch of string. Just strap in my quarters and my meat bags. That's a good little trick to have, and it takes up no space. I just wrap it up around the pack. The packs stay in the truck till we have moose down. And then this bag here is always attached to one of the packs, and that's got all my game bags in it. I carry a lot of game bags. You don't need this many game bags. I'm doing multiple moose every year, so I have a lot of game bags. Then in there I have a light. I can hang this light or set it on the ground. It's a good light. If I got a quarter of moose in the dark, you definitely don't want to be just working with a headlamp. Have a light with you, another knife sharpener, and an extra knife in case we lose one, break one, something like that. This is another little trick that I stole from another guide, is the glow sticks. If you shoot a moose at night and we're packing it out in the dark, it's really nice to just light up a path back to the truck. So I just hang these. They're cheap. I get them at the dollar store. And you can see your way out of the woods without having to look around for ribbons in the dark. The last thing I keep in this pack is a thermocell, and I do keep salt in this pack, or not salt, but pepper in this pack too. It keeps the flies off the moose when we're caping and quartering it, or even if you're gutting it out, put some pepper on it. It helps a lot. Doesn't take much pepper. Thermocell works great, and it just keeps those bugs off your meat. That's pretty much everything that I carry with me daily when I'm moose hunting. If you guys have any suggestions of things you think I missed, let me know. Comment below and tune in to the Outdoor Addiction Facebook page, because that's where I will post these videos. We still have the truck video and the remote camp video. So good luck to everybody, and I hope to see a bunch of you in the Northwoods, and I'll catch you all later.